Hey, good morning, guys, and Merry almost Christmas. So, Christmas week here. It's Monday, December the 20th. I'm Sean from the Sean Experience, back with some travel news, some cruise news, and some COVID news, unfortunately. So, let's get into it. The Symphony of the Seas, the world's largest cruise ship by Royal Caribbean, had a coronavirus outbreak. And so, so the ship was out of Miami. It holds actually about 9,000 crew and visitors, travelers. But it was about 6,091 people on the boat for this trip. It left December 11th. It hit, a couple ports, but it had a bit of an outbreak. And it sounds like it started just a few days into the actual cruise itself. And 48 people in all so far have tested positive, both crew and travelers. So, they jumped into protocol again. They actually had 6 of the people leave the ship about midway through the cruise. They disembarked in a port and they traveled back home from that port. Which, I don't know how that's safer. They got to fly or do whatever else, but, that's the protocol that they use there. The others were still on the boat and they disembarked back in Miami. And they disembarked back in Miami. The ship, Royal Caribbean, said no impact, right? So they quarantine the people. They do like sort of a skip tracing and try to find out where, they were close contact with and things like that. But they got out. So 48 people tested positive, crew and guest, and the boat went back to Miami. It docked, and the boat turned around and went out to their trip to Mexico. And so business as usual, I guess you might say. So what do we learn from this? A couple things. One, 48 people can get COVID on a cruise, where they say 5% or 98% of them were vaccinated. So almost everyone has to be vaccinated on a cruise. They've now started saying mask you have to wear indoors in all areas except eating or drinking. And yes, people are still getting COVID. They did say that everybody was either asymptomatic or they had very mild symptoms. So from what we know right now, no major cases, no huge health concerns at this point, but they obviously did have COVID. So, we found out that you can kind of have an outbreak, as the media is calling it. And even though, 6,091 people and 48 people got it, so it's less than 1% of the population of that boat for the week got it, which, as we've seen in the past, could be worse, right? I'm not saying I want anybody to get COVID, but I'm saying an outbreak, they're counting at that. We've seen some other ships already have, 17 and a couple here and there, whatever. But 48, I think, is the biggest outbreak so far on a cruise ship. So it'll be interesting to see how this impacts the cruise industry sort of moving forward. Does the CDC step back in? Is there another cruise stoppage? God, I hope not, because I haven't been on one in 2 years, and I have 4 cruises booked, so would like to know. So are any of you out there, were you on that Royal Caribbean ship, Symphony of the Seas? What information do you have? There were 2 passengers that talked to the Miami Herald after they returned back. And they said although booster shots are not, required at this time, they are being pushed pretty heavy. In that, everybody was quarantined immediately. Royal Caribbean said that, they quarantined them and separated them immediately. They started the tracing process. They tested those people as well. That's how they found out so many people, around them had it. And so, if you go on a cruise, are you at risk of getting COVID, whether you're vaccinated or not? Yeah, 100%. Is that a risk you are willing to take? Tell me in the comments. So I'm obviously willing to take it. I'm going on a cruise, my next one in January 30th, and couldn't be more excited. So if you have cruised on a cruise with COVID outbreak, if you were on that Royal Caribbean ship, or if you just have questions about what the policies, procedures, protocols are looking like on these ships, comment below. Short video, Monday, December 20th. Merry Christmas, guys. See you soon. Bye.